Well, justices on our nation's high court have a handful of cases on the docket with the new Supreme Court term underway, one of them involving the death penalty. This relates to the death row inmate in Oklahoma, Richard Glossip. Glossip was convicted and sentenced to death multiple times relating to a 1997 murder for hire scheme. But Oklahoma's Republican Attorney General has joined Glossip in calling for the high court to throw out his conviction and death sentence. Glossip has maintained his innocence since the beginning.
Now, joining us now is our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. And Khalif, what are some of these basic details I think that people need, just to kind of boil it down and understand what case that this particularly is?
This is ripped right out of a movie. I mean, you can look at this and draft any Hollywood movie. So let's look at it. Set for execution 9 times. Been married 2 times while awaiting. Let's look. Had his last meal served 3 times. Appealed to the Supreme Court. They denied his appeal 9 years ago. Was set to be executed 7 years ago. And the drugs didn't match what the protocols were. So they put a 7-year moratorium. So everything that could have went right for this individual has went right. During that time, a number of folks have come forward and said, we don't think that this case was fair, specifically the Attorney General of Oklahoma, saying that, look, I don't think that he is guilty or innocent. He's saying that I'm not saying that he didn't do it. But what I am saying that his trial was not fair. And I will say I commend the Attorney General for doing that. You have Attorney Generals from multiple states that have wrote letters to the Supreme Court on behalf of this individual saying, look, this case does not line up to what happened. Law enforcement did not do a number of things right that they were supposed to do. And because of that, he deserves at the very minimum a new trial. This echoes exactly what happened to Marcellus Williams a few weeks back, who was executed. You had a number of Attorney Generals from multiple states saying, look, let's hold off on his execution. Something is not lining up with the facts. So again, this is a case that's a clear example for the Supreme Court to at least step in and say, hey, let's give this another look.
Yeah, and with that case, though, there's a lot more coming up as well that they're looking at, Khalif. And I know one of those things you were talking about was the ghost gun situation.
Yeah, I mean, with the ghost guns, the Supreme Court will look at those, and what they'll attempt to do is try to figure out, is a ghost gun a gun? I mean, a gun that you're putting together that you can use a 3D printer at home, that you can attempt to try to assemble on your own with a kind of like order parts and print off or per se. And, you may have to buy a receiver, but you can print the top portion. Those types of things are out there under the original framework. They would not have been considered a firearm. And so advocates that are creating these things and are making these and their businesses that are running these are saying these aren't firearms. And they're asking the Supreme Court to give us clarity, because if they're not firearms, then they can't be managed in or governed under the current landscape that are used for pistols or long guns.
And back to the death penalty case, too, as like you said, we've been gone so many years talking about this case, too. It is interesting to see the Attorney General with Oklahoma being almost an unlikely ally here.
Well, you got to look at it like this. All legal professions, we have an obligation. We are a self-governing body. So if you see wrong, if you see someone that's going outside of the scope, you're supposed to report them, right? And as a prosecutor, you're only responsible to prosecute cases and become zealous for cases that the facts line up to. And so if you recognize there's a misstep, you recognize that, hey, these facts aren't lining up to what was testified against, you recognize that law enforcement may have withheld evidence and only gave it to us at the last minute, then you have an obligation to turn it over to the other side and notify authorities that, hey, there was a misstep. That's what the Attorney General did there. But look at the attorney in the county, the district attorney that was elected is saying, no, I looked at this case. I was there during this case. I don't think anything was wrong. And so there's a conflict there. But I think the other states' attorney generals, multiple states' attorney general, have come forward and said a new case needs to be done. This case needs to be tried in front of a jury with actual facts that weren't tainted.